Hi everyone, Sherls here. Welcome back to my channel, Sherls Crafts. I'm so glad you are here. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It truly helps our amazing community grow. Before we jump into the main project, I want to remind you about the giveaway just for this series. To enter, simply keep an eye out for a keyword or a question that I will mention at some point during the video. It could be at the beginning, the middle, or end. Leave your answer or the keyword in the comments below and you will be entered to win a fun prize from me. If the winner is based in the US, the prize is the Christmas companion we are going to make throughout this series. I would love to offer the same prize if our winner is based outside the US. Unfortunately, the postage is crazy high for international shipping. Therefore, since last video, I decided to send a starter journal for our international winner, and the journal I will lay it flat very thin so I can send it as a big letter. In addition to the starter journal, our international winner can also pick a digital kit of winner's choice from my store. To give you a chance to catch up, I will pick and announce the winner a week after my last video of this series. You can find all the videos of this series in the Christmas Companion playlist listed in the description box. Let's get started with the fun album part of the Christmas Companion. On my table, I have all of the cardstocks needed for the album. They are already scored and inked. And here I have another base sample where I laid all of my digitals in the order that I want to use them. This, in my opinion, is much easier to see and understand than the one here with all of the pretty papers on them. Without further ado, let's get started. First, I need 2 pieces of the 11 by 8.5 inches cardstocks. I am going to lay them like this, and we are going to glue these two sides together and leaving either a top loading pocket or a side loading pocket. For me, I want it to be a top loading pocket like my example here. Let's just do that. Just apply a thin line of adhesive on the 3 sides of the cardstock. Then I will align another cardstock on top of it. trying to make sure that all sides are properly aligned. Okay, I will let this dry. Meanwhile, I will decorate the front page, and I already decided that I want to use these cute mice, which I put some nail polish on them to add more sparkle. The nail polish that I used was a glitter nail polish, so it's not just a plain nail polish. This mask is shorter than my cardstock. I will put some lace here to hide this part. I have this green lace and red lace. Let's see what we can use. If I put it like this, I will cover this spine here, but if I use only one side, I can do it like this or this way. Yeah, I think I want to do it this way. So let me cut this one first. Oh, I also have these, but these are not very Christmassy. So yep, you're going back to this one, and I want to layer them because this lace is very thin. It is a little bit too long. It's okay. So I want this to be like this. Let me try to fold this. Is it too high? Maybe a bit lower, so it's not poking up too much, like that. And use this one to add a little bit Christmas red. Like this. Okay, my cover is done for now. I will not adhere the next pages now. My focus on this video is just assembling these cardstocks into the album, and on the next video we will start decorating the pages. This cover, however, I decided to adhere it now, so it will be my guide to make sure that I have the album on the correct orientation. So let's get going. I already rearranged my cardstocks in the order that I will need them. So now the next cardstock that we need is this one. This is the 8 7/8 inches by 8.5 inches. I'm going to fold this first along the scoring mark. I also need one sheet of the 11 by 8.5 inches, and just fold them along the scoring mark. And this one, it will go to my page like this, and then this will go like this. Let's use a double-sided tape to make sure that I adhere this tape here all the way to the edge of the fold line so it doesn't show any gap. And to make sure that it is really adhere well, I also added an adhesive, a liquid adhesive on it. And this go into here. Always make sure that they are flush and aligned. Otherwise, your album will be wonky. Yep, it's good that I pressed this really well because here I got an extra adhesive seeping out. And next, this one will be adhered on this 11 by 8.5 inches as a pocket like this. I'm not going to adhere it all the way. I will only adhere like half of it because I like to cover a little bit under the gap. In other words, I like the paper that's going to cover this side also go a little bit under the pocket. It's just my preference. So that goes like that. And for the next step, we also need another 11 by 8.5 inches. Just fold it along the scoring mark. And this one will just be go on top of this page, and I leave it as a side pocket. Make sure that this cassette is like this, so you are not applying adhesive on this 1/8 of an inch cassette. This just go on top of it and make sure that it is aligned. Always, we always want to make sure that the spine is aligned, and it will be easier if you fold the cassette like this and then align it. Well, it is easier for me. If you think another way is easier, then please do so. Do what is more convenient for you, what is working for you. So that's the next page. And for the next one, sorry, it is a very complicated album, so I have to check again and again. All right, I remember now. So we need this tab here, the small one, with an 1/8 inch in between the scoring mark, and fold it. Okay, I fold my strip. I also applied double-sided tape on the inside. And now we need 2 sheets of the 11 by 8.5 inches. and these two will go on this strip like this. So make sure that you are not adhering this sheet across the scoring mark. I like to fold the cassette or the strip in just to make sure that it is laid nicely on the scoring mark, just before the scoring mark. Perfect. And now the other sheet, remove the backing and apply liquid adhesive to add more bonding strength or adhesive strength, whatever it is called. I need to look it up. Oops. And this also go into here on the other side, making sure it is just before the scoring mark, and to make sure that it is bolted or it is adhered properly and not interfering with the scoring mark. Fold the strip and burn as well. Now we have this page that's ready to be adhered to the album using another strip that we only score one time, the 1 by 8.5 inches strip. This one I need to adhere it on this side, so I need to apply double-sided tape. I wonder how many people still have ATG gun. So this is an ATG gun tape refill. I have lots of them, and that's why I am using it. And you will still be seeing me using it for a little while, at least until I use them all. Or no, maybe I should leave some for my daughter when they are a little bit grown up. So yeah, I wonder, do you know ATG gun, and how many of you still have it? I'm just curious because I believe no one in the junk journal community use it. At least I've never seen anyone using it. This go here, always making sure that it is aligned, and burnish. But during the process I feel that it is running away. And next is this side. Aligning this part may be a little bit tricky because our album start to have thickness, and I notice that this one is not aligned, so I have to peel it very carefully and realign it. Okay, let's just use this to hold this together, and this one. The double-sided tape is pretty much like adhere and it dries. It doesn't give you an allowance to adjust the position of the two items that you adhere together. The liquid adhesive helped me adding a little bit extra time for me to adjust it, and that's also part of the reason I like to add a little bit liquid adhesive on top of my double-sided tape. Yeah, I think this one is more aligned. That's better. And how about the bone? Yeah, like I expect, it's kind of peeling apart, so I need to add a little bit adhesive here. This one, this ugliness here, it's okay. No one is going to be able to see it once I adhere the mat for this companion, Christmas companion. Okay, so yep, I'm really happy with this. And next is this cardstock, which measure 8 by 8.5 inches. And for this one, although I already remember what to do, I like to double check. And before I adhere this, I want to make sure that this one here is smooth. So if I put something here, you can see that it got like bumped by the thickness of this piece of cardstock. And I like to smoothen it by using an invisible tape. Here you see me how I keep rotating this album front and back, left and right, and if I did not adhere this cover, I will lose track of which side is which. This will go like this. And here, after I apply the double-sided tape and I put this, like, it just goes smoothly. It can still count in the thickness of the tape, but not as much as the thickness of the cardstock tip. And this I will again just apply like halfway, so later I can adhere the pretty paper a little bit under the pocket. Goes like that. See, I just want to fold this cassette out like this, so I can properly align this cardstock like that. Okay, that's aligned. I like it. I like to always double checking the alignment before continue with the next page. It's just my preference. And this one go like this, folding it along the scoring marks. Okay, I fold this strip. I also applied double-sided tape, so now it's ready for me to use to join the cardstocks. Yes, this strip, the smaller strip, like 1 inch or 1/8 or like something less than 1.5 inches strip, they are used as the tab to join the cardstocks. And this will go here and like that. This part is slightly different from my sample or my prototype, in that in my prototype I did not use this tab. I just adhere these two sides together and make a pocket. I decided to make another page on this so I can use more of the pretty Christmas mice and mushroom paper as well as the ephemera. And with that said, I would need two more of the 5/4 and 8.5 inches pretty paper. One, and we have this last page and the strip. This strip is ready to be used. Always apply liquid adhesive to make sure that it is bond really well. Also to give me time if I need to adjust this piece. And finally, we are going to adhere the last 11 by 8.5 inches cardstock to this strip here. This is the strip that I changed the position of the score mark after I score it. So this strip has 2 extra score marks, which of course I ignore because that's not the correct one. Okay, nice. It has extra thickness, which I did it intentionally because we need to accommodate the pretty papers which we are going to use to mat these pages. And we still have this, which we also need to assemble. Alright, I have these 2 extra pieces that I need to decide what to do. And this will go here and go here, and I want to use them on this page. So this is the last spread, and this is the spread that I will be using them, and I will just attach them like this on this page on the top, like center and like this. Okay, this one is done. So on the back, open like this, and we have these 2 flap, and we still have these, which I will be using to make a waterfall. And the way that I'm making waterfall might be different from some people. First, I like to find a strip of a scrap, which then I like to apply my double-sided tape, and actually I prepare 2 strips of them, but I think I only need 1 strip. Yeah, I think 1 strip is enough. So what I will be doing first, making sure that they are of the same width. Yeah, that's good. And with the group scoring mark, so when you score using a scoring board or even with a ballpoint, you will have one side that's a groove and the other side is a mountain like this one. This is where you press the pepper, and the other side is a mountain. I like to make sure that all of the poly is facing up. Then starting from the last piece, or the piece that will be on the bottom, I'm going to adhere it to this strip of pepper. And the way that I'm adhering it is like this, just slightly before the scoring mark. And then the next piece, and this next piece will be like this. This score mark will be a little bit above the edge of the previous piece, like this. And then the next one as well. Finally, the last one. And always make sure that they are still aligned. So like one line. We do not want them to be wonky. So that's it. And we can trim off this excess strip. And that's pretty much our waterfall, which I will adhere to the album letter. And this waterfall letter will open like this, and this way. So it's 1 and 2 and 3, and this is the last one. And this piece, they are still kind of wet, so it doesn't open nicely, but for now it's good enough. I will let this dry to be used in our album. So this strip, as I predicted, is not necessary. And now for these 2 sheets, I have decided how I want to use them. So first, on the 8.5 inches side, I will score at 4 inches and 8 inches for both pieces. So 4 inches, except for this one, I'm going to flip it, and 8 inches. So when it's folded, it will fold like this, and this one fold like so. And how I'm going to use it, one option is to adhere it on the page, so it will work as an accordion page like this. But I am thinking, yeah, this is the page that I want to use it. So this page is from the back spread, and we have this flat and full spread, and this one will go like this. So maybe I should do it this way. But this one open like this, and then it will letter also open this way, and this can go this way. Yeah, let's do that. I like to center this. It's just my personal preference, and for me it makes it looks nicer. Of course, it's up to you whether you want to center it or not. Just do whatever makes your heart happy. Go here, and this one is on this side. Or actually, I suddenly want to make it on the middle like this. Yeah. So I will fold this. So this will be my exception page, because I usually like to fold along the folly, like how the shape of the groove of my scoring mark. And this one I want to open this way. That's all the assembly that we need to do for the album part of the Christmas companion. The last thing that we need to assemble, of course, is adhering this waterfall on the page, which I will be doing on this side here. As I mentioned throughout the video, there was a slight adjustment to how many sheets of 5 1/4 and by 8 1/4 inches pretty paper that you need to decorate the pages. Instead of 29, you need 31 sheets. So make sure you have enough, so on the next video we can use all of those pretty paper to decorate our pages. Thank you for watching. I hope you found some inspiration and enjoyed this tutorial. As always, a huge thank you for your incredible support. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe before you go. It means the world to me. Until next video, happy crafting!